Welcome Sagittarius, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do a 2022 review of your upcoming year, and I've already laid out the cards. It looks like a horoscope reading, but it's actually a year reading, starting with January, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Okay, and I'm going to get started, Sagittarius, with the card at the bottom of the deck, Chance, or the Wheel of Fortune. So this card is definitely indicating the theme for the year. And the theme that I'm intuiting, Sagittarius, for this year is going to be your ability and openness to receive from the universe favor as a result of what you have given to others in the past. So this is an interesting iteration on karma. So as you have done good works, it's hard to tell whether I'm upside or down. I think this is the upside in the Egyptian deck. You are now in a position where you may not have been recognized in the past or acknowledged for your ability to meet the needs of others as you would like to receive those resources yourself. You are now in the position to receive in a like fashion. And so this is a theme, an opportunity, a wave of opportunities that move in your favor and lead to your success that benefits your journey, your path. January is the World card. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Sun card. January of next year is going to have you centered very much on what it is that provides you happiness. Not only happiness, but enlightenment, illumination. So this is giving you an opportunity to see your path in your innate divinity, the part of you that is as natural as a child, may even have you reconnecting to a natural experience of your own talents and energies, interests, and gifts that emerged as naturally as when you were a child or in a more innocent state during your formative years. So this is a card of beautiful enlightenment that brings joy, pleasure, and lifts your load as it lifts the loads of those around you. In February of next year, you have the Warrior or the Knight of Cups, which is indicating your willingness and ability, the courage that you have with the Sun card to open up the experiences, the emotional experiences that you've had, and to really explore the feelings that those experiences generated in such a way as to be in a position to willfully expose your vulnerabilities in such a way that brings you a level of maturity as you witness these experiences and are able now to share them with others, and others are magnetized through this display of vulnerability to share with you and to seek guidance from you in such a way that creates an empathy and a supportive environment around you, a safe environment around you. The Queen of Pentacles in March is indicating a time of supreme resourcefulness, independence, self-reliance, prosperity, and generosity on your own terms, in your own terrain. So this is you carving a space of protection, nurturance, abundance, and generosity that you are in a position to share with others. But this is largely you cultivating and shoring up your ability, your stability as an individual. This beginning of spring and April is showing you to be the Page of Pentacles. This is fascinating. As Sagittarius, I'm doing all of the mutable signs. Today, you are a mutable sign, which indicates flexibility, the ability to flow, the need for communication and movement. So this is an indication that you are willfully opening up to being a student of practical steps towards a plan. So you are cautiously drawing, planning, determining the steps as you move forward in a new direction that is focused on pleasure and illumination. So this is bringing spirit into everything that you do, and particularly on this new path that has you designing a way to implement that spirit, onto a practical, mundane, everyday level. In May of next year, 2022, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is further describing your desire to not only and not always give to others from your flow of abundance and your ability, but to understand that relationships are built on equality, which means that in addition to meeting the needs of others, others are incorporating and acknowledging and giving to you in like manner. So this is a card of stability, balance, giving and receiving in equal measure, giving in such a way that you understand that a relationship in which one party is giving and the other mostly receiving is not an equitable relationship that can rob not only the other person but you of the benefits and the concern and the interest in your welfare that you are due. So this is about meeting the needs of all involved in an equal and fair way. And this also has you not overlooking some area of your life or some relationship in which you have been either a giver or a receiver, and the need to balance, the desire on your part or the opportunity through this relationship to examine this relationship and your role in the relationship more closely. In June of next year, we have the Witch in the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot deck. Is the Magician in the traditional deck. It's the number 1. And this is really showing you to be ready to move forward with a plan, with a creation. You are inspired and you are willing to roll up your sleeves and do the work, to take the steps needed to make a plan. But overarching all of that is your ability to identify a goal that is attainable by you. You have all the resources at your disposal that you need, and you're able to make this a success because of your pure and clear intent to create something of value. This is a beautiful card of magic in many ways, and the Witch card emphasizes a more ecological magic. This is a magic that works in concerts with other people and the elements of the planet. So the Witch is, for me, drawing out the routines and natural practices and habits that create ourselves as this self-sustaining, self-healing vehicle that can achieve our fondest desires, most inspired goals. The beginning of summer in July is the Judgment card. And in July, I see your summer flavored by this opportunity to, as you are, I think, revisiting the past and recognizing recapturing an innocence of gifts, talents, communications, interests, connections, and relationships that were meaningful to you at this time. You are understanding those relationships in a new light, those events from a new perspective that is responding to your understanding of your right place in the world, your life purpose, what you are here to do clearly as a light bringer, as a healer, as a supporter, but having an opportunity to redo an event or a relationship or an opportunity that did not meet its full potential in the past, was full of promise of pleasure and joy, but never was fulfilled, never got off the ground in some way. This is something that seemed perfect and resonant to you in many ways, but it's something that ended prematurely. You now have an opportunity to revisit this experience or this type of experience with new understanding, new tools and skills in order to rectify something that may have been erred, gone off in a wrong direction, failed in the past. In August of 2022, we have the Wayfarer card, which is the Lovers. In the conventional tarot decks, the Wayfarers is indicating your choice, your ability to choose, to discriminate what is best for you. And I'm intuiting an incredibly spiritual journey that you're on this year. You have grown in your ability to determine what works best for you, right from wrong. And in the more traditional deck, this is the higher path and the lower path, two directions, two opportunities, or in some decks it's titled the two paths. Even in this card, we can see the candles lighting the way to an abundant universe, terrain, and the candles here lighting the way to the empty and beautiful starry night. They're both leading off, one more fruitfully and productively than another. And she herself embodies the potential for both experiences. So this card is indicating your opportunity to make a choice, make a decision, and that you intuitively know the direction of that decision. In fact, all three of these major arcana are showing you to be clear and resonant with your most authentic self, your heart's desire. In September of 2022, we have the Four of Wands. Very auspicious card indicating the foundation, a spiritual foundation that you are in the process of laying down for your continued and advancement, for your ongoing growth, creating that safe and protective environment that establishes your spiritual goals, your spiritual direction, the things that will improve and enhance your ability and the ability of your loved ones, your intimates, and your domestic environment to expand. This is a card of tremendous wish fulfillment, and there are a number of cards here that are underscoring pleasure, joy, and a recognition of the progress that you've made. In October, the beginning of fall, we have the Six of Swords. And in October, I'm seeing you move away from a chaotic situation, or perhaps a situation that is not serving you, moving towards calmer waters. This can be an indication of travel, moving your home, moving your domestic space, and in greater alignment with a deeper understanding of the way you want to construct your environment, the way you want to cultivate your thoughts, your plans, so that you are reaching your desired goals. November of 2022 is the Eight of Cups, and it's reiterating this theme of having outgrown a certain experience or set of experiences, a certain relationship or kind of work. The Eight of Cups indicates that you've made a tremendous investment, an emotional investment in this particular environment or project or a relationship that you now recognize is no longer fulfilling to you or no longer has meaning. And you have gained the confidence, the desire for enlightenment to move you on, not only to restructuring your thought and your expectations, but also of finding greater meaning in your activities, finding a new expression that will bring meaning into your life at this time. And finally, in December of 2022, we have the 7 card. In this deck, it is freedom. In the traditional deck, it is the Chariot card. And I see you gaining tremendous momentum by the end of the year after having identified pleasure, enlightenment, illumination on your path. Spending the year really cultivating and focusing that energy on what is going to serve you best and moving you rapidly towards your goals. So December is emphasizing again, reinforcing the idea of movement. And I see you making perhaps a physical movement as well as an emotional, a spiritual, or physical one. So I see you here planning, rethinking, restructuring your expectations of the past and moving forward towards greater peace. And in that way, you are opening yourself up, continuing to open yourself up to new levels of divine guidance and inspiration, allowing your guides to help you, to move you in the direction that is authentic to your soul. I'm going to finish up this reading with a crystal oracle card for you, Sagittarius. And what does Sagittarius need to know for 2022? And we have this beautiful magenta, red tourmaline. The key word is passion. I am the embodiment of passion. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave this with you. Again, this is Regina of Pacific Tarot. If you've liked and enjoyed this reading, if it has value for you, please like. And if so moved, you may subscribe, share, or comment. I'm open to feedback and really enjoy reading your comments. And until next time, Sagittarius, Namaste.